Hey everyone, how's it going? I am sitting at the middle school right now, waiting for my youngest son. My other son is at the gym, so I have to run this little guy home, then run directly back out to pick up my son at the gym, and then get back in time for a meeting with my boss. So yeah, it's a busy afternoon. But I did a video earlier. I wasn't gonna do one today because I wasn't really feeling it, but I pushed myself because sometimes that's what you have to do. You don't want to do sun, really, truck. You don't want to do something and then you do it and it actually came out pretty good. So yeah. But so I listen to ASMR. I love it. It's like polleny out and we have still the smoke from the friggin' wildfires. So I listen to ASMR. I love it. I listen to, like, my triggers are whispering and like eating while talking, but not like obnoxious eating, just like a normal conversation, like in soft spoken. It's relaxing to me, whatever. We all have a thing. But there's this one lady that I watch. She's an older lady, and her ASMR is she tries to do like soft spoken and like whisper, but she just can't whisper. Like, she just gets like too excited and doesn't whisper. But some of hers are really like good when she does focus. But anyway, this lady is very interesting to me because she talks about how she was married for 10 years and just like got divorced like a few years ago. And she always talks about how, so first of all, everyone that she's tried dating since has ended up being like married, but you know, the guy says, oh, it's complicated, or oh, we're getting divorced, or we're just together for the kids, or whatever. But she is like that old school type of woman where she feels like she wants a man to take care of her. And she was saying, like, you know, do guys even do that anymore? Is that, you know, something that they want to do? She's like, I feel like every guy that I meet like expects me to have a job and like this stuff. And it's just wild to me to like listen to, because I've never been that way. Like, I don't like the idea of someone like taking care of me. Like, I want to be able to do it on my own and be like stable, like in the event that person leaves. And that stems from like me being younger. Anytime like someone left my mom or they broke up like everything just went to shit. Like, we had to move, we lost everything. And so from like a young age, I've always been like, I'm gonna make my own money, I'm gonna make sure I can support myself and my family or whatever. I never planned on having kids. It happened, but I never actually wanted to be a mom when I was younger. I just always had that weird independent mind, like nothing is gonna make me settle, or, you know, having kids gets tricky because I never wanted to have kids and bring them into like a broken home, like, you know, I was in. So like, she always talks about how she wants a man to take care of her, and I feel bad because, you know, she has like temp jobs, and I think right now she's like living back with her parents who have got to be up in their 80s, because she's probably like mid 50s at least. And it just, I don't know, it just got me thinking, because there are people that I know that still would prefer that. Like, they're fine with working but would want to keep like their money. And I don't know, to me it just never appealed, because what if they leave and like you can't afford anything for yourself? And like, if that ever happened to me, like, I don't have parents to move back in with. I'd be fucked. I'd be seriously effed. I gotta stop swearing on these things. I feel like I probably shouldn't. If you can't tell, I'm trying to hide some of my sweatshirt because it's inappropriate. But yeah, I just listening to her and how, you know, she went to Argentina to like finalize her divorce, and she met a guy there, and he was like, oh, like, I have a wife, but like, we're just together for the kids. And she's like, the kids are in like their late 20s. She's like, do I believe him? Like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, no, you don't believe him. Like, if they wanted to leave, they would leave. There's not, in my opinion, there's not the, oh, it's complicated right now, we're seeing other people. It's like, if you're living under the same roof, you shouldn't be seeing other people. But that's just me. That's just how I look at it. If you're only together for the kids, in the end, that actually hurts the kids a lot of the time, depending how it plays out. But like, my mom and dad, they were together when I was little, but they fought all the time. My dad was an alcoholic, and he just like didn't like my mom's friends, which granted, as an adult, I totally get it, because they used to go out and like party all the time, but like, he drank and shit like that, but they were just not good together. They had such strong love for each other, which is like the craziest thing to me. Like, my dad never stopped loving my mom. Like, I think he always wished they could get back together, but because he was married and couldn't divorce because of his religion, it put a damper on things, to put it lightly. So like, he would always say to me like, oh, tell your mother to stay out of my dreams. And I never understood what that meant until I got older, because, you know, if you fixate on someone, or like, you know, you miss someone, subconsciously you're always thinking about it. So when you go to sleep, it like festers and kind of comes out in your dreams. But I never understood it, and I would laugh and I would tell her, Dad said to stay out of his dreams, and she would go, oh my God. but yeah, I always found it strange when people want like a man to take care of them and stuff like that, or vice versa, you know what I mean? Like, maybe there's guys out there that want a sugar mama. You know, you do you. Like, it's everyone has their own thing, but it's just interesting listening to her, and I feel bad for her because she like has nothing since the marriage ended, you know what I mean? Like, she lost everything, and she had to like go back with her parents, and then like she got an apartment, but then I think she got kicked out of it because she was only doing temp jobs. But I don't know, she just put up another video, that's what made me think of it. Yeah, so anyway, just chilling here. It's very nice out today, but the smog, I guess you could call it, and like, if I look at the side of my car right now, it is pure pollen. It's so gross. So I'll be putting up the other video after I touched upon quite a bit of stuff. But I think my next video that I'm gonna do will be geared around the time I worked in a woman's detox, and kind of how that all went, and the interesting people that I met. Obviously no names, HIPAA, and if you're not from America, it's similar to GDPR. So no names, but I got some stories, and I think each one was kind of like eye-opening to me. You know, you meet different walks of life, and some of the things that they've gone through, that they're still going through. It's wild. It's, you know, heartbreaking stuff, but there are some funny ones in there too. Like the time there was a motorcycle going by wicked loud. The time when I was at the detox, we had to remove all of the colored pencils because one of them had a lighter, and they would heat up the pencil and use it as makeup, and they weren't allowed to have like makeup and stuff there. So one day I go on shift and I see all these women have like these crazy like colors on their eyes and shit like that, and I was like, what did you guys do? And they're like, oh, we can't tell you. I'm like, clearly you have some type of something. And then I'm looking at them and I'm like, are those colored crayon? Like, did you use colored crayon? How did you even do that? Because that shit's hard. You know what I mean? Like, that would like really hurt your eyeball when you're trying to put it on. And one of the newer girls was like, oh, so-and-so has a lighter. And then they tried fighting her, and that was just wild in itself. But yeah, I come in, they all look like fucking freaking clowns. I can't help how I talk. But it was pretty funny. We laughed, and then we had to take all the colored crayons and stuff away because they decided to use that. One girl used Sharpie for her eyebrows. That was interesting. It stayed on for a while. She got what she wanted, I guess. Anywho, I hope you guys are having a great day. Both videos will be up later, and take care. Bye.